is shut down. Fortunately, nobody was injured, so I guess that's a good thing. East Market Street closed between South Central Avenue and Delaware Avenue, as well as South Central Avenue between East Market and 4th Street closed. Looks all right. Otherwise, in Worcester County, 50 and 92 in from OC, 589 good through Ocean Pines, 113 from Bishopville to Berlin, and Newark, Snow Hill, and Pocono, good. Uneventful drive in Wycomico County and 50 from Willards to Pittsville, Walston Switch Road and Hobbs Road, bypass around town, good, and 50 good to the Bay Bridge. That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
All right, 826. Good morning to everybody jumping on our Facebook Live this morning.
Hello, good morning.
Also checking out the Bill and Jessica podcast. Please download the free Power app in your app store. Listen to our podcast. You can also stream Power at any time. We got a free app. Please download it, listen. Also at power1017.com. We appreciate that, okay? We go live to the hotline. Man, am I still allowed to say Mayor Jake Day? Are you still mayor right now of Salisbury? I mean, I'm just asking.
For 9 more days.
Okay.
9 more days.
Yes. First off, let me, hopefully, we're the first to congratulate you publicly, other than social media. Congratulations
We
to
see it trending.
our
We see it
friend,
trending.
our personal friend, Mayor Jake Day of Salisbury. Man, so proud of you, man. Congratulations.
Look, thank you both. I appreciate it. And yes, you are the first to congratulate me publicly, not through text message or social media. So,
right.
It's my honor to be with Bill and Jessica out of the gate.
Hey, well, we appreciate that. This is actually from Eastern Shore Undercover. It says tonight at 6 p.m. This was yesterday. Jake Day announced that he will step down as mayor of Salisbury, and he will accept a position on the new governor's staff. City Council President Jack Keith will now serve as mayor of Salisbury. Mr. Murr Boda will serve as City Council President. Miss April Jackson will serve as Vice President of the City Council. Congratulations to all the individuals. There you go, man. Congratulations. You are now working for Governor-elect Wes Moore. Man, what a
1201 today.
Wow, what an honor.
Wow.
What an honor.
I'll tell you what. He is an impressive man. He has built an impressive team. Governor-elect Moore and Lieutenant Governor-elect Aruna Miller, we got to spend some time together this weekend at a retreat for the cabinet, and they are fantastic team leaders, and they've built an amazing team. I'm always a guy who likes the dynamics of teams,
right.
Whether it's been sports or the military or city government, you name it. And this is one of those groups of people that you see in a room and you think, wow, I don't even think I deserve to belong among that group. And they're just very impressive and a whole bunch of rock stars.
Man, that is awesome. So you're with your housing development, right? Tell us a little bit about your position and what you're going to be doing.
I will be the Secretary of Housing and Community Development.
Okay.
And that is one of the 22 cabinet positions, and it is so that forms the governor's cabinet. It is a department that is responsible not only for financing affordable housing around the state of Maryland, but assisting in the redevelopment of communities from Baltimore to Pittsville, all over the state, putting dollars to work to revitalize neighborhoods and downtowns and communities. So it's right in my wheelhouse.
Wow, man, that is
and
great.
It's so needed. I mean, it's just wow. What an incredible position you have.
How did you get hooked up? How did you get hooked up with the newly elected governor?
Well, so like many people, like several thousand people, I applied. I put my name in for consideration, but not knowing or thinking anything would come of it. Mm-hmm. And really just, when you apply, you're putting your name into a portal that you could be picked for a board and commission, not necessarily a full-time job. So all sorts of things. But pretty soon the administration reached out and said, you're a finalist and we want to talk to you. And it was just off to the races from there. I got connected to our governor-elect in October, and shortly before the election, started working with him to help his campaign. But I want to tell you, one of the very first people to call me when I landed back in the United States after deploying to East Africa was Wes Moore. He didn't know me.
Wow.
He might have known something about me. Obviously, he had done his homework. It was before he had announced he was running, but he called me. And he called me, I remember, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was freshly awake, And he called, and we talked about our time in the Army. We talked about our time at Oxford. We talked about our families, and he's just a really incredible person.
Yeah, I mean, look, anytime we've had him on the air, talk to his people, I mean, they've just been, it's just great. I mean, I have open communication, and, I mean, we talked about, us being, one of his main outlets when he comes to the shore. And they're all in. I mean, they've just been wonderful. They've been great. So, and then him on the air, he just seemed like you. I mean, just like a real,
very humble, open,
not politician. It seems just like a real, like one of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and look, he is. This is a guy who hasn't spent a career in politics. He's just decided to step up for his state, and Marylanders believe in him. I mean, they shut out in overwhelming numbers. I think largest margin of victory in like 60 years. They believe in him, and he's a hard guy to not be inspired by.
Wow, that's great. So I do have to ask you: are you going to be? So this is a full-time gig. Are you going to be? Do you have to move or anything? Do you have to go to Baltimore? I mean, what's your? What's that status?
What does it entail?
Yeah, what do you have to do? Can you stay here, work from home, telework?
It is a full-time job, of course,
right.
Running one of Maryland's main agencies, but it is not something where I'm going to relocate. I'm a Salisbury boy. I'm going to remain a Salisbury boy. I'm staying right here in my house.
You have to go to Annapolis every day, or what?
Well, all over. So there's an office in Lanham, which is like New Carrollton area, right by the Washington Beltway.
Okay.
That's the main office. There's also offices in Baltimore and Cambridge. And then we have state offices all around the state. So you won't see me probably working from home very much. But the truth is, I'll be where the governor needs me to be when he needs me to be there. So that might be in Oakland or Cumberland. That might be in Cambridge or Ocean City. That might be anywhere in between.
Well, make sure that you stay true to the shore. I know you will. Make sure, like tell them, look,
He said, I'm a Salisbury boy.
Yeah, but make sure, bring that crew over here. And we talked about it. We were laughing about it, and he talked about how he loved, the Eastern Shore and coming, and, he went to Salisbury, went to Ocean City, went all around the area, and of course, he loves the Thrasher's fries, and, we crab cakes. We talked about that, but now you're in there. So you have a big influence. Make sure that you bring that crew over here.
Well, look, it's easy enough to say, but I want to reiterate that I'm going to be laying my head in bed, here with my daughters every night.
Love it.
I will be back home in Salisbury. So this is not only my hometown, this will remain my home.
Yeah.
So you can be assured that it's going to be impossible for me to not care about and impossible for me to forget our city.
Man, no, absolutely. That is awesome. So what can you tell us about the new incoming mayor for Salisbury? I don't know too much about, honestly, I'm from the Berlin, Ocean City area. So, but what can you tell us about, the new incoming mayor? Is he, obviously, is this a temporary thing? Is he going to take over the rest of your term? How does that work?
Yeah, so Jack was appointed by the city council last night.
Okay.
So he, on the 27th, he will become the full and permanent mayor of Salisbury until the next election, which is November 7th, 2023. So he's not acting. He will be the full mayor.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So he will be the 29th mayor of Salisbury, and we'll run, I'm certain, because we talked about it, we'll be running in November. So I think this is the beginning of Jack's time as mayor, not a very short thing. The other thing I'll share is, people may not remember this, but in 2013, when I ran for city council the first time, Jack was one of my opponents.
Oh, really?
Jack, and he often says we finished each other's sentences, but I think the truth is, we just both cared about Salisbury and wanted it to be better and wanted to get rid of the divisive politics of the past.
Right.
So here's what you need to know about him. Jack is a retired CEO of major manufacturing firms, including manufacturers that were in Salisbury. That's what brought him and his family to Salisbury. He was running a company out of Connecticut, and they moved him to a new plant that they built in the Northwood Industrial Park in Salisbury. He has led companies as large and much larger than the city of Salisbury. He retired, but then his family stayed here in Salisbury, and he became the CEO of Lower Shore Enterprises, a disabilities services organization. And so he had a second career as a CEO. And then he retired again, and then he got into local politics. And so we got a guy who not only has been engaged as long as I have as a city councilman, but he also is a guy who has the management experience and the temperament. Jack is an easygoing guy. He's not quick to be, flustered by anything. He's thoughtful, he's careful, and he's led this council without a single moment of divisiveness over the last 8 years.
Wow,
nice.
That's awesome. Was this? How did he get the nomination? Because he was city council president, or did you put a word in for him, or was it your choice, or what?
It could have been anyone.
Okay,
but I nominated Jack after very, very serious deliberation of a number of people that I thought could do the job, and some in politics, some not. Some that would probably be shocked to learn they were one of my choices. But it wasn't my choice to make. It was the council's choice.
Right.
But I felt strongly that I needed to make the nomination because this was the transition of the final year that the people elected me to. Mm-hmm. And if it wasn't someone that I believed in, then we were going to have potentially a change in the course of Salisbury rather than a continuation of the progress we've made. So I believe that Jack will do it his own way, but Jack will keep the vision alive and keep serving the people with the same values that I have espoused.
Nice. Wow, that's awesome. Well, you have 9 days left, you said?
I have 9 days left.
Any
is my last day.
Any business you got to handle before the 9 days is up? Anything you want to hurry up and get done? Is there anything we can expect in the next 9 days, or are you just packing her up?
There is a very long list.
Okay.
But, don't expect a lot of ribbon cuttings in the last 9 days.
Right.
I don't need the glory that's going to happen. Those things are going to happen after I'm gone, and that's fine. But believe me, we've got lots of contracts to sign, lots of important projects to continue to work on, a lot that have to do with development. We've got on January 30th, so just after my last day, we will have the transformer for the Ann Street Village, the electric for our tiny home village will be shipped. So, lots of things are in the works and continue to be in the works. But I wouldn't expect a lot of announcements out of the city in the last week and a half of my time here.
Okay. Well, wow.
I know.
Wow.
We're so happy for you,
Yeah.
but it's just going to be different.
I know. I don't know what to say, man.
My gosh. It is.
How's
I won't be a stranger, okay?
You won't what? Yeah, no, don't be a stranger. Absolutely not. Absolutely
I
not.
won't be.
No, I still want to, have you on, bring you on, do our thing when you can. I know you're going to be very busy. You're going to have a different schedule than you are now.
Role now.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, well, look, and how's the family feel about everything? Family's on board. Everybody's good.
It's funny you say that.
That's most important. That's what you have to get everybody's approval first.
That's right. That's right. So my girlfriend's been very supportive. Her kids, though, and my kids bawled when I told them. They cried so hard.
Wow.
Here's the thing.
Man.
They have known me as mayor.
Right.
Daddy is,
Right.
Jake is mayor, and they don't know. Look, there are kids' TV shows that have mayors. There's not a single kids' TV show that has Secretary of Housing and Community Development.
Right. I know.
Right.
You're like a superhero to
Yeah.
them. You're the
Right.
mayor.
Yeah, right.
Right. You can do anything, right?
Yes.
So, look, it might be to adults and all of us, we might recognize that, oh, hey, that's a big step up. That's a promotion. That's a much bigger portfolio. That's, all sorts of things. But to a kid, it's like, wait a minute, why would you stop being the mayor? Everybody wants to be the mayor.
Why would you step down from being a boss to working for
You're
a boss?
famous.
You know what I'm saying? Look, you run this joint. Why would you step down and be in the godfather of this joint, and then you have to go work for someone? You know what I'm saying? But nah, that's funny.
We get it. We get it.
I know, and of course we understand as adults, but the kids don't get it, and it's going to take some adjusting. My youngest last night was saying, but Daddy, you won't have an office anymore. We love your office. I was like, sweetheart, everybody's got an office. We've all got somewhere to work.
Aww.
Wow. Well, look, Mayor Jake, again, congratulations. We're proud of you. We love you. We appreciate everything that you've done, not only for Salisbury, but, your impact on the shore. And now you're going to, be an impact on the whole state, which you already have been. You already have done. I mean, there's not too many people who have never heard of, don't know, don't see the good work being done by Mayor Jake Day in Salisbury, Maryland. But now you're going to be, a bigger dog in the state. You're going to be working for Governor Wes Moore. I mean, that's huge. Huge. Congratulations, my friend. We're proud of you.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your friendship. You guys have meant the world to me, and I hope we can stay in touch. And although maybe housing and community development issues might not be as exciting,
but we like you, so we have you on.
Have me on from time to time. All right.
All right, my friend.
Awesome.
You have a great day. We appreciate it.
All right. Love to you both. Take care.
Absolutely.
Bye.
There he goes,
Wow.
Mayor Jake Day in Salisbury for 9 more days.
Yep.
For 9 more days. Wow. 8:42.
Power 101.7 is